Oh yeah, this is Cam segment on CNN. Oh, this shit was wild. I'll let the people watch it. Y'all go ahead and look at it.
Shout out to Michael Jackson.
Treated his artists.
So I'm going to get some cheeks after this horsepower joint.
Treated his artists.
Yeah. Hey, look. Yeah, that's Cameron for you. That's what he gonna do, fam. He gonna do shit like that.
But what gives me about Cam is that what gives me about Cam is that he's 20 years in and it's still an act. At some point, you got all this money. I should not hear the tremble in your voice when you finna do some dumb shit. Like at
you
this
should be
point,
confident in it.
he should be confident in this shit, and he's still not 20 years in.
Hey, look. We saw this motherfucker get out there and show his pool. We saw this motherfucker get up there and
show us what?
His pool. Remember when he had to beat for 50? Like, look at the pool, nigga. Look at the pool. Like, wait a minute, that's fam. That's not a pool you should show. To compare and like contrast your pool to his pool. We've seen his pool. Your pool ain't the same as his pool. You should stop. But he went full bore, talking all this big money shit to motherfuckers that everybody knew you don't have as much money as. Why would you do this to yourself? Stop it. You're gonna force us to tell you that we know your chains are fake. Then he got on stage with a motherfucker many years later, and dude said just that to his, by proxy, his cohort's face. And it wasn't even a line directed to them, but the shit fit so well when the motherfucker said, "Yeah, your man's a pussy, and we know his jewelry is fake." Some shit. What the fuck? How did he say it?
Let's see. I have no clue. I don't even know what song you're talking about.
It was the freestyle, the Jada Kiss freestyle on it was the Flex freestyle, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll play it for you later. But yeah, he said all of that shit to you motherfuckers, and like it all fit. We saw you get clown, and hey, look, we accepted it. We cool. And then you settled in and you found your niche. You reconciled with your childhood friend, and y'all got a show where y'all talk about sports sometimes, and the world's accepted it.
Yeah,
That's where
we all for horse and carriage 2024.
we know where Cameron's supposed to be. We don't really listen to Cameron music too tough. We let Cameron be Cameron. We don't pay too much serious attention to him. We let him operate in the world that he exists in. We pay attention to him when we feel like it, and we let him go about his business. I would never go by Cameron's male enhancement supplement. I would never ingest anything that this motherfucker sold. Like, no, I heard SDEG. I'm never gonna buy anything from you.
Hey,
No.
but the nigga verse on that new J. Cole was pretty good.
Hey, look, real cool, real cool. A verse here or there, maybe, but they look no projects. But we know where to place them. Yeah. I have an issue with the CNNs of the world when they don't understand where to place this motherfucker. Why are you all going to get him to talk to him? Are you all? What do you all think of us to go get him and think that he's the one to go talk to?
I blame Dave Chappelle. Because if he did not put that shit in the skit, they would still be asking Ja Rule.
Where's Ja?
But he put it in the skit, and that motherfuckers can't ask Ja Rule for shit now.
Hey, look, it was
Ja
supposed
Rule
to be
knows that. Ja Rule getting the calls every week.
It was supposed to be bigger than Ja Rule. It wasn't supposed to be about just Ja Rule. It was supposed to be what Ja Rule represented. Why are we going to these motherfuckers in times of serious turmoil, of question? Why him?
Hey, Mace definitely said no to that.
Hey, look, Mace
Like
could have.
that invitation was definitely in that same inbox. Cam
Yeah.
picked it up and thought it was for him.
Is there no more serious entertainer you could have gotten to comment on this shit? He's worked with everybody.
Is there nobody relevant to the situation? Because why do you need to hire interview anybody that doesn't have in-depth analysis? If it's just an op-ed, if it's just an op-ed, you are the pundit. Give your fucking opinion. Why the fuck do we need Cameron's opinion?
Hey, gotta hear from the man next to the man. This is
But
the
he's
closest
not
they can
even
get is
there.
one remove.
They call this Piccolo player motherfucker.
He the man. He the man that used to be next to the man that was next to the man 2 decades ago. Like that's who he is. He's the
Thanks for
friend.
being here. First, when you saw that video of Diddy, Cassie in that hotel, did you recognize that Sean Combs?
What I want to say, first of all, when I seen the video, everything in the video is egregious. I'm against. I don't support all the charges that's alleged against him. I don't support any of that trafficking, minors, domestic violence. I'm totally against it.
Domestic
So when I seen the
violence.
video, yeah, I was kind of upset with it. No, being that I know him, he's not necessarily a friend, but yeah, I was upset when I seen it. But
Did you
as far as
recognize
everything I
him?
just said,
Did you recognize that
I
kind of
wasn't.
anger at all from your
I don't know him like
experiences?
that. What do you mean? Do I be recognized? Did I recognize him? I seen him. What do you mean my experiences? I seen him and I thought it was disgusting. I didn't do a zoom in to see if it was really him or nothing, but he admitted it was him. So yeah, it was him.
What did you think about the apology that he gave in that other video?
Ain't me for this. The apology ain't for me to decide for Cassie. What I think about it don't matter. He ain't do nothing to me. Cassie need to ask Cassie if she accept the apology. I told you how I feel. I said what I said.
I want to play a conversation that you had on your podcast back in September with Mace. Listen.
Yeah.
Oh shit, she got highlights.
When you had your record deal, why did you take me to Biggie Smalls and not Bad Boy?
Man, it's almost gonna bring me to tears to say this. I just, being that I saw you as such a good friend, I wanted to put you with somebody I knew with.
Thank you, man. I really appreciate that. A lot of people ask me that on Instagram,
Yeah, I knew
man.
with Biggie,
Don't have me that's all here crying and shit, man. I don't want to get emotional in here, man.
Instantly, I knew Biggie would do right by you.
Can you tell us a little bit more about that? I mean, is there something known in the industry about how Diddy treated his artists?
All right, see, this is fake journalism right there.
And look, this
So
is
I'm
the
gonna get
most
some
real,
cheeks after
actually
this
little bit of
horsepower joint.
journalism in the whole fucking interview. This is the only thing that was
I
actually
just went off
relevant
what
to
Mace said.
him
Mace took
in
me to
his
Biggie. I
situation
don't
that he
really
could have
know
really
Puff
commented on.
like Mace
But he
know
chose
Puff.
that moment to
So
shit on
I
it
appreciate
by
what Mace
taking
said,
his
and of course
fucking
that's my
dick
brother. So if he
hardening
felt
drug.
that way, then he felt that way. I can't really
My
tell you
bad.
how
You
Puff
rewind a
moves
little
or
bit because I
anything like
talked
that.
over
Mace
all
may
that.
know better than me because he was signed to Puff. I wasn't. But my show does come on at 8 a.m. Eastern or anything like that. Mace may know that he felt that way. I can't. So I appreciate what Mace said, and of course that's my brother. So if he felt that way, then he felt that way. I can't really tell you how
Back to when he
Puff
took it.
moves or anything like that. Mace may know better than me because he was signed to Puff. I wasn't. But my show does come on at 8 a.m. Eastern on YouTube. It's called It Is What It Is. And y'all make sure y'all check it out. I mean, I might get some more information out of Mace from there, but for me to tell you how Puff acting and all that, I don't know. I never was signed to him.
Yeah.
Plug the podcast.
What about the industry in general? I mean, so many people have pointed out that Diddy couldn't get away with this stuff if there weren't a lot of people protecting him. Do you think that's the case?
Who the talent agent for this joint? Like, you think I'll be sitting around watching what Diddy doing all this? I didn't know this was a Diddy joint y'all invited me to. Yo, who booked me for this joint?
All right.
Wow, and I don't be sitting
Cameron,
around watching Diddy and all that. Yeah, man.
Thanks.
Come on, man. This
Thanks
is
for
crazy,
joining
man.
us. Thank you for your time
Yeah,
tonight.
yeah. Thank you for having me. You enjoy.
Y'all think he apologized and broke character once that shit was over with?
Hey, look,
Mm,
I think
probably.
he's there with it. I think he's there with it. I think he's the new Charleston White.
I don't think he apologized for the shit. I think he went intentional asshole. But she also made it easy with that whole that question about Diddy record contract. Like, all right, like half a second of homework, you know that it's been rumored for years that this is how Diddy's artists go. Step in with your journalism. Yeah, all right. So Diddy has been reported to well alleged to have been giving artists horrible contracts for years. Do you have any information about that?
That's what she did.
No, she didn't. Hey, what do you know about Diddy's contracts? The same thing that you've heard if you would have decided to do any research about this. Diddy contracts are trash.
But then
What
that
was the
would have been
difference between the two things you just said besides more words in the first one?
Like acknowledgement of some type of knowledge of the situation.
Hey,
I
look,
mean, she's supposed to be impartial.
she played the video where you talked about how a friend of yours that almost made you tear up because the act was just so fucking so kind of him, I guess, so altruistic, so caring of a friend to not take you to such a predator that would fuck your contract up and probably hinder your career. The same person that he himself was actually signed to. He said, "No, no, no, not my best friend. I'm gonna take you somewhere else." Speak
And
to
then
that. Why would your friend do that? What was this guy's actual reputation in the industry that would make your friend do such a thing? So relevant to you in the current moment that it was on your fucking show that ain't more than like what 3 years old. The show's very recent, it's relevant, recent, all the shit that's there, right?
yeah,
I don't get
but
the bogus
how
part
much
about the journalism in that
literally
one.
how much research would it have taken to know that it's been reported that Diddy's contracts are horrible? Like literally, the locks threaten to drop a refrigerator on this nigga. A
Yeah.
cursory search would bring her to that.
Yeah, and when she interviews the locks, she'll talk to the locks about dropping refrigerators on motherfuckers. But while she has an individual on her show that was just on his show in recent history talking about his contractual potentiality with this individual, let's speak to that. Let's expound on that while we on my show. While I have nothing else to talk to you about because I'm trying to pivot from you talking about getting cheeks on my broadcast here, and my core audience is 65 and up.
Right, but not to dwell on that shit because this is not on her. This is on Cam being ignorant. I'm just saying, like,
This
if
is on
I,
her. She can't.
mm,
You don't have to do no. You have zero. You have to have zero journalistic integrity about the subject to know who's coming on your show. Cameron hasn't had one positive exchange with a fucking journalist ever.
That's where the fault lies with her. Why are you interviewing this nigga?
Why are you interviewing this particular person? He has never had a positive in this situation. Cam is literally mean. He uses these situations to embarrass the motherfucking journalist. So she should have been at least abreast of that.
hmm,
Like Cam has one of these every 2 years. Pierce Morgan, fucking
Bill O'Reilly,
Bill O'Reilly, Larry
uh,
King,
60 Minutes.
fucking right. The no snitching with Barbara Walters. Like this nigga does this shit. He doesn't have a positive journalistic exchange. So she's at fault for that at the very least.
Mm-hmm. Facts.
Mm,
Everything you just said, the truth like a motherfucker.
That I can agree with. I definitely do agree that, like, yeah, they should have known There should have been lots of other members of Harlem World they got to before Cam. I'm pretty sure Blinky Blink was not going to turn down this interview.
Hey, the real point though is that they shouldn't even be getting these motherfuckers to do interviews with. There are more serious individuals that they can talk to about this topic with. They don't need to get the Camerons. They know exactly who they're exposing Cameron to. They know the people that watch their show.
Hmm.
They know who looking at it. They they they
Mm,
they know that they know the opinion of Cameron that these individuals are going to walk away with. They
mm,
know that that opinion of Cameron is not just going to lay with Cameron. They know that that opinion is
mm,
influential of their opinion of a lot of other people.
mm. That's an
They know
angle.
what the fuck. They know what the fuck they doing. I think. I don't know, but I think they understand the things that are happening. And if they don't, hey, look, we be trying to tell motherfuckers to listen, and they don't. I don't know how we can protect black women if they never listen to fucking us.
Mm.
Don't go around Cameron ever. Don't think that he's a motherfucker that you're supposed to have a serious conversation with.
All right, so do you think there's a level of fault with the network? Because
Uh,
if that's the case, if the problem was with the booking of Cameron, then I don't think that falls to her.
I don't know who the books for her show.
Yeah.
But if she has people that book for her show that don't know who Cameron is, then she should be at her show telling these people, "Hey, look, don't book me with Cameron. I know Cameron. I did some research on Cameron when I was trying to prepare for the interview, and I've seen what he's done. And do you know that he has a record of being very, very aserious and combative, even on the interviews with the host, regardless of the subject matter. It never ends that well. She may not have that authority. I don't know. I'm just posing the question.
Yeah.
Producer.
Um. I I don't want to. I don't want to like put this on her, but I don't want to like downplay her role on the show. But yeah, I feel like if they booked Cameron and she said, "Hey yo, Cameron probably ain't gonna be the one," then and they was like, "All right, well, fuck it, we're gonna book Cameron anyway." I feel like she might have had to go with it.
Hey, look. Well, she's not gonna go far if they sabotaging her into this degree.
Yeah,
If
but
she think
also I would
they're
not put that
doing,
past them.
if they are purposefully, and that could be a thing. It don't have to be
I
di-
I
It don't
I
have to
think
be diabolical to the point where they trying to necessarily uh topple the image of the black man. I ain't necessarily saying that. What they're gonna do is they could topple the image of a black woman, and let me explain how. They put her as the face of this show. They give it to her. They know the network in which their show exists. They know the crowd, the audience that watches their show. If they want this woman to succeed, they're going to give her guests that are going to give her great interviews. They're going to be challenging. They're going to be thought provoking. That are going to break news and be 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 a boost to her career. Be things that she can put on her highlight reel. Be things that her audience will like and will be able to grow the audience.
You
But if
know,
I didn't want her to succeed, if I did want to put people that look like her on my show, if wanted to have an excuse to say, "See what I've done it," that shit just don't never work.
you know what they would
You
do?
get
They
back
would
to
do.
regularly scheduled programming. If we don't ever point out when shit like this happens in maybe the bigger picture, you all are purposefully putting guests like this on these shows so you can fuck up their numbers to legitimize a reason to get rid of them. And now when you get rid of them, now we don't hear about them no more. You position the individuals that you want. I cite the case of a Kerry Champion. I cite the case of a, of a, of a, of a Carrie Champion. I cite the case of a, of a, of a, of a Jamel Hill. I cite the case 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 of a Jamel Hill.
Mm-hmm.
But they always write it off as an attempt to garner a new demographic.
Mm-hmm.
But we gotta see it for what it is, though. Some bullshit. I know what they'll try to explain it away as. Yeah,
Yep, and as motherfuckers, and as long as it seems plausible, they will always have an out.
they will fuck. They will handicap you and act like they're supporting you, and all the while fucking your shit over. They will let you run shows on stars, and then they would tell the world that it was the other guy that was doing it, and then they won't fund your shows, and then they'll get all your shits canceled, and they'll make you do all kinds of fucked up shit and twist through hoops to get your shit across, and then they'll dumb your product down and make you seem like you don't know how to tell compelling stories in a realistic way. How the fuck do you go from telling a fictional story about a motherfucker that seems real as hell to telling a real story that seems fictional as fuck?
Hmm.
And I know the individuals that we talking about in the real life were bigger than life, but still, from all accounts, the show was ridiculous. I don't know. I've never seen it, so I don't know.
Eh,
But
Yeah, there definitely could be a situation of them trying to bring her down by sabotaging her show. But Cam, hey, so Cam allegedly put out a well, not allegedly, but Cam did put out a statement afterwards, explaining his version of the events. And hold on, let me see if I can find that, and we can bring that up real quick because
mm,
he definitely does have. Let's see.
while
He,
he looking for that
mhm.
producer, was you trying? Did you have this up here because you gonna play a certain part for us to look at again? And if so, you could play it while he's looking for it.
All right. I just seen this not too long ago when I was trying to look up the late name of the reporter that was interviewing her. But Cam has a response that
I think it was Abby Phillip. Abby Phillip.
Abby Phillip. All right. Step one. Step two.
Is this what you're looking for that's on the screen already?
Yep. And I was almost there. I got it to the group chat on Facebook, and then I was going to copy it from the group chat over there. But yeah, this is the video.
Even go home last night because I went to the studio. I washed up though, so I'm good. I ain't gonna explain none of that. But yeah, man, um, you was gonna say something?
No.
Oh no, I seen your hand. Yeah, no, they invited me on the show to talk about what's going on with Diddy and all that. And then my thing about it was Mace Stat is that they didn't invite me on to say about how successful our show is or the positive stuff we do in the community. How every day, 5 days a week, Mace talks to kids on the Zoom call. Mace doesn't even promote this. I'm going to promote this for Mace. Is that every day at 5 o'clock, it don't matter what's going on, what's happening, um, where he's at. It could be money involved, it could be a photo shoot, it could be whatever. He stops what he's doing to talk to kids around the world about being positive and doing what they believe in and so on and so forth. And to the point where, one day he was at my house and he told me, Cam, you can't make no noise. Don't come in. I'm not playing with you. Like, that's how serious, no, but seriously, that's how serious he takes what he does. And we do all these positive things. And you call me on CNN for the bullshit, I'm gonna give you the bullshit. That's just what's gonna happen. So we got some free promo. I teased the Pink Horsepower. They tried to bring up when Mace bought me the Biggie instead of Puff, and I said, "Yeah, if you seen it, what you asking me about it for?" Like,
because this is an interview we wanted to expound on some shit.
Is there more?
Thought it'd be relevant. Um,
Um,
Was it more?
I mean, the clip that I had is longer, but I think that pretty much covers the gist of it. And excuse me, smoking. But the gist of it is scams full of shit. Like he's talking about they don't bring you on to mention how good your show's doing or all the positive shit that Mace is doing. But you didn't mention that.
None of it. None of it.
You didn't mention that while you was there.
You know what you mentioned? You was gonna get some cheeks later. You took that moment to promote your shit in a clownish way. You could have said that, why y'all bring me out here to talk about Puffy? I only talk about. I have a lot of things. I got positive businesses that go on, help people do this, that, and the third. You could have said that. Um, how you get mad at motherfuckers not asking you about positive shit that you do that you keep secret?
Mm.
Nobody's finna ask you about the shit that you. What is? What are the? What is? What are the things we don't know about you that are good? Tell me your redeeming qualities. Like that's an interview question you want? That's what you want them to
Sound like a
ask
job
you?
interview question.
Man, like a motherfucker. A fucked up job interview question at that. Like, you know, this is a lie, right? You know this is just my best lie, right?
Yeah, hey,
So,
that's what the question should be. Hey, drop your best lie to me. Well,
I mean, you think on your feet. And you have a customer servicing job. Can you lie? Appreciate if you can.
hey, I told y'all I could be here at 8:30 every morning. Yes, I can lie. Ha ha.
Man, Joe, it's gonna be infuriating when I'm here at 8:33 consistently every day.
Mm.
At a point, one of us is gonna be petty.